Sticks and stones may break my home, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when you ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said he could have been my son. It's either prison or a grave. That's what everybody tell me. Man, life ain't a beach, it's a female dog. I'm staying 10 toes down, though I still might fall. Oh, yeah, now I done came through, knocking pieces off you walls. Loving people who persecute you, it's still up on my path and the lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No. See, it's hard to be polite. It's easy being petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when you're ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining. Yeah, yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate.
Stop all the hate right now.
Yeah. Let's keep it real, it'd be better if we just subtract the fake. Yeah, so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no.
Too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer, yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer, yeah. You're a little bit crazy. It's been days, but you never change. What's love got to do with it? He comes around, better knock that stuff down. Come a little bit closer, yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer, yeah. To all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly, I'm too fly. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. You're a little bit selfish. You get mad every time you lose. You can't take me with you. I'm scared you're gonna blow your fuse. Come a little bit closer, yeah. I can really start over, yeah. In the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely. Finally got some closure, yeah. I can finally start over, yeah. To all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly, I'm too fly. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Here's to the memories. Cheers to who used to be. That you left me. I'm glad that's what you believe. To all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.
Audio Jungle.
What is the deal, people? Welcome again to another episode of Bonnet Chronicles. The BBC is in the building with your boy James Bubba Williams. DJ Exclusive is here in La Casa. Literally, I'm in the house. But welcome again, y'all. It's good to see everybody today. Hold on one second, because I just had some come through. And I need to make sure that this goes to the right place at the right dang on. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put my face in here. Okay, now we're good to go. Welcome again, y'all. Bonnet Chronicles 9/11. Today is 9/11/2025, man. I hope everyone is doing great and having a great time. And on this day, before we get started with everything, of course, today is 9/11. Today marks 24 years of 9/11. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. Today marks 24 years since the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. On that devastating day and in the difficult weeks and months that followed, New Yorkers and Americans as a whole showed an incredible spirit of bravery, compassion, and unity that was instrumental in our collective recovery. And of course, this morning there were other tributes and everything. So, yeah, on this day, it's really definitely a day of remembrance. Like I said, I remember everything like it was yesterday. I still remember what I was doing, where I was going. But we'll get into that later. Later on in the show, we'll talk about Bubba's college experience and how it was being in college. And I was actually in college when 9/11 happened. So I think that'll be a good conversation. But anyway, y'all, how are y'all doing today? Let's check in with the audience real fast. Let's see who we got tuning in. It's like 5 of y'all. Let me stop this more than that. Johnny Too Late FTV, good afternoon to you. HBX, what's going on? Jet, hey Jet, good to see you. Nat A is in the building. La Lorenzela. I like that. What's going on to you? Now A says, hey, Bubba, love you. Getting ready to go get my real ID. Okay, I hear you. Orange GC Swag Sports, what's going on, Orange G? Man, how was that game? You got to tell me all the details I need to know. Let's see who else. Tyler Hagner, what's going on, Tyler? Good to see you. Rich P 1K. Right, Rich P says, oh no, we're getting laptop speaker audio. Yeah. So, Bubba, first of all, I forgot to apologize for my tardiness today, because to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is not bring your ass at all. And I'm sorry, I apologize for my tardiness, because work was actually working. Work has really been working a lot lately. So I was actually doing some stuff with work before I had to come on, and so I apologize about that. But in the meantime, when I was going to get everything and finish getting ready and put my face on and everything. This cute face. Go ahead, put my face on and everything. I've had the music playing, and what I forgot is that I guess some kind of way the audio switched back to the computer audio. So the music was literally coming through the speaker rich. I'm like, what in the ghetto hell is this? This is not what we do here on Bonnet Chronicles with Bubba. No, not at all. So yes, so now everything is straight. The audio is squared away. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Let's see who else we got in here. And then Gwen Williams. Hey mama, I love you. Yo, chicken heads you. Hey man. Mama and these Reese, man, I swear, and I said I was going to have it ready, but I've been so busy. But next week, and probably on Saturday, I'll make sure I have pictures of Mother's Reese so y'all can see them. They're beautiful. She's selling them. She will ship them as well, too. And it's fall season. Man, y'all got to get y'all one of these Reese's put on y'all doors. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And she not does Reese, she does cups, books, she do everything. That woman she get retired and then she just act like she ain't got nothing to do no more, okay? But shout out to Mama and Daddy who are tuning in. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, Mama. Adrian Vixen, good afternoon. Anna Captain Loom, what's going on, Anna? We missed you around here. Good to see you. Let's see. John Ross is here. Adrian Vixen, what's going on, Adrian? Let me see. Make sure I get everybody. Jonathan Guerrero, Wagwan, Baba, Wagwan. I love it. What's going on, Jonathan? Good to see you in here today. Who that? La la. I keep saying the name because it keep popping up. I love it. Tony Gomez, what's going on, Tony? Everything is good. You know, just another day, another dollar. I ain't gonna go no further. Just leave it right there. Pinkerbell, hey Pinkerbell, good to see you. Okay, and I think I got everybody. I know Sensation and Q and everybody else is lurking somewhere around in the chat as well too. Oh, I done sent the wrong message to. Let me undo send because I know she probably looking like, James, did you mean to see me in the StreamYard link to join your podcast? No, I did not. But you know, here we are. This has got so much going on, y'all. Work is working, and then DJing, everything. Okay. Boom. Now I sent the right link. Now I'm good. Now I'm here. Perfect. How y'all doing today? Make sure you make a friend while you're in the chat room, man. If you're here visiting, say hey to somebody, make a friend, all that good stuff. And if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, and all of the other good stuff, man. If you haven't already, go over to my page and like, then come over here to the Benjamin channel and like, then go to the This Space channel and make sure that you like as well too. Now get these likes up. Get me in this algorithm a little bit, okay? And also, if you haven't followed my page, please go follow that as well too. And I appreciate y'all meeting. And if you want to donate and be like a great person or whatever, or even if you want to just give words of kindness, that's great too. I love that too. Please do so. DJX3C on Venmo, DJ Exclusive on PayPal, and Granny Drawers on CashApp. Yes, I'm using my mama CashApp. What you gonna do about it? All right. Just get on to this damn show. Brandon Woods, what's going on? Good to see you. Snowman! Good to see you, Snow. I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, hey, Snow. Love you, man. Mean it. Let's get this show started. Y'all know how we like to do. Once I get everything situated and I get through running my mouth all the time, I like to give y'all dad jokes. So, want to hear them? Here we go. Dad jokes.
You want to talk about mothers?
Every time I play this. Oh, God. Then I don't have no towel or no napkins. Ooh, I'm just so ill-prepared today. Okay. So, here we go. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'll be a foot. This is a classic one. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Why did the mushroom go to the party? Because he was a fun guy. He's a fun guy. What do you call a hot dog on wheels? Fast food. What's a skeleton's least favorite room in the house? What's a skeleton's least favorite room in the house? The living room. Hey, Lily. Why couldn't the sesame seed leave the gambling casino? Why couldn't the sesame seed leave the gambling casino? Because he was on a roll. So my sushi eaters right there. What do you call a sad cup of coffee? What do you call a sad cup of coffee? Depresso. Like this cup right now, drinking depresso. Why don't bananas ever feel lonely? Why don't bananas ever feel lonely? Because they hang out in bunches. How do you fix a broken pizza? How do you fix a broken pizza? With tomato paste. Duh. What do you call a cow with no legs? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Why did the orange staff? Why did the orange stop halfway across the road? Why did the orange stop halfway across the road? It ran out of juice. What happens when you eat aluminum foil? What happens when you eat aluminum foil? You sheet metal. You sheet metal. You sheet metal. Y'all need to get me out this internet, man. I'm over here on Beyonce's good internet acting up. Now we're about to talk about your mama. Your mama's so short, you can see her feet on the driver's license. This short. Your mama's so tall, she tripped over a rock and hit her head on the moon. She's tall, bro. That's tall. Your mama so old, she knew the Dead Sea when it was just sick. She knew when it was the sick sea, not the Dead Sea. Okay. And the last one. Your mama so old, she was a waitress at the Last Supper. Like, hey, can I get you some bread? Hey, would you like some water? You can turn into wine. Hey, I got this message from Judas down there. You want this? Y'all better come get me, bro. I'm telling y'all, come get me, man. That was dad jokes for the week. Dad jokes.
You want to talk about mama?
Ooh, all right, y'all. Keep this party going. So, this week, like we always do, we have our top 10 according to ChatGPT. Well, Bubba goes to ChatGPT and inputs the top 10 list of whatever. So ChatGPT generates this long-ass list, bro. And when I tell you long, it's at least like 40 or 50 ideas. So I go through and I pick one each week. And this one, I think this week was a pretty good one. It's a lot of shit going on in the world. You got Charlie Kirk getting killed yesterday. Before that, you had a Colorado shooting as well shortly after that happened. Trump still in the office. The Epstein file still not here. Excuse me. People getting deported for no reason. South Korea pulling businesses, flying people out of here. There's a lot of stuff going on. So this week's top 10, according to ChatGPT, is top 10 signs you're mentally burned out and how to heal. So let's get into this week's top 10, according to ChatGPT. And, I need to show that clip because 10 seconds is too long. Excuse me. Burnout is more than being tired. It's when your mind, body, and emotions throw up a red flag. Let's walk through the top 10 signs you're mentally burned out, and more importantly, how to start healing. Coming in at number 10, constant exhaustion. No matter how much you sleep, you're still drained. The way you heal, prioritize rest, reset boundaries around work, and unplug before bed. Loss of motivation. Things you used to enjoy now feel like chores. How to heal? Start small. Do one joyful thing each day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. Number 8, brain fog. Trouble focusing, forgetting tasks, or feeling mentally sluggish. Practice mindfulness. Deep breathing, meditation, or journaling can reset mental clarity. It really can, y'all. Number 7, irritability or mood swings. Little things set you off and patience feels non-existent. How to heal? Acknowledge your feelings, take space when needed, and lean into healthy outlets like music or movement. Number 6, physical symptoms. Headaches, tension, stomach issues, or a racing heart. Don't ignore your body. Hydrate, stretch, and schedule check-ins with your doctor if it persists. Know your body, y'all. Really know your body. Number 5, detachment. You feel emotionally numb, disconnected from people or passions. Reach out to supportive friends, a therapist, or community groups to rebuild connection. Number 4, trouble sleeping. This is your boy, Jesus. Either you can't fall asleep or you oversleep and still feel exhausted. Build a bedtime routine. Limit screens, try calming teas, and give yourself wind down time. That is very important. Number 3, negative self-talk. Constantly criticizing yourself or feeling like you're not enough. Challenge the inner critic. Replace I can't with I'm learning. Practice gratitude daily. Number 2, decrease productivity. Work piles up, but you don't have the energy to tackle it. How to heal? Break tasks into small, manageable steps and celebrate finishing even the tiniest ones. Take joy in all of the small things. And the last one, feeling hopeless or trapped, like nothing will change and you're just surviving day to day. This is when reaching out matters most, whether to a counselor, mentor, or support network. Healing happens in community. Excuse me. So, burnout isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign you've been strong for too long without recharging. Ooh, the truth. Take this list not as judgment, but as permission. Permission to rest, to heal, and to rebuild. Because protecting your peace is protecting your future. And that is the top 10 according to ChatGPT. And I will say, that was a good list, man. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to go back and clip that and make sure I share that on the social medias, man. ChatGPT sometimes don't miss, but I mean, let's be honest, it just pulls everything from the damn internet. But it still gets the job done. So I appreciate that. That was a good one. That was a good list. Make sure I definitely clip that. All right, y'all. Next up, I don't know if y'all heard about the ICE raids here in Georgia last week. On September 4th, DHS, ICE, or whatever the hell you want to call them, raided a Hyundai plant that's here in Georgia, right outside of Savannah. You know what? We'll play the news clip, excuse me, and let y'all see exactly what happened. Tony Gomez, welcome. Beehive, baby. Hey, Beehive. Love you. Queen of NC and my co-sis. What's going on? Priscilla, welcome. All right, I had to make sure I get all my hellos out there. But take a listen to this and see what's been going on here in Georgia with the ICE raids and why South Korea is probably about to pull a lot of investments.
Is working to secure the safe return of hundreds of citizens after they were caught up in an immigration. South Korea is working to secure the safe return of hundreds of citizens after they were caught up in an immigration raid last week. A dramatic scene on Thursday when federal agents executed a raid on a Hyundai facility and battery plant in Georgia, arresting 475 people, a majority of them South Korean nationals. The raid was the largest single-site immigration enforcement operation in DHS history. Now, the White House is warning more large-scale worksite raids will follow.
One thing I think that's been unclear through all this.
So I'm going to pause that right there before my guy tells you, this is an immigration lawyer, before he tells you what exactly happened. The reason, supposedly, that this occurred was because of Tory Barnum, whatever her freaking name is, who claims that she tipped off ICE and saying that these people were in inhumane conditions and all of this other stuff. So, before we finish this clip, let me play this other clip for you and listen to what she has to say, because it's a bunch of malarkey, okay? Freaking malarkey, bro. Here we go. Boom.
152 illegals apprehended at the Hyundai mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah. And I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE. But it goes beyond just someone working illegally. Let me explain to you. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left. They live in homes 5 families deep, have no quality of life. It's modern day slavery. So if you think that ICE is just going in and ripping people out of their jobs, these hardworking people that want a better life, well, guess what? Politicians have really screwed these people, because when they came here, they thought they were, hey, the border's open, we're coming in, we're going to get the 5-star treatment, and we can go to the big Walmart, and we can live in a 5-star hotel, and that's just not how it is. It's very bad conditions, very inhumane, and the Biden administration started a humanitarian crisis. So y'all can't just look at it like they're ripping good people off the job. They're probably saving their lives in the long run.
I've never seen somebody so goddamn disconnected and detached that don't do no research or look at nothing at all. Because you sound so dumb. So dumb. So, the plant in Korea, the plant here in Georgia, is not even open yet. And it's still actually being built. Those Koreans were here on work visas, by the way. We're here to finish construction and to train the Americans how to do the damn job. And it's going to create thousands of jobs. Thousands. Now, South Korea, pissed off about the whole situation, who has put a lot of money into investments in the United States of freaking stupid ass America, have now pulled their people out and flew them back home. Which means now those jobs will no longer be here. So Miss Tory Branham, whatever the hell your name is, you effed up royally. Anyway, let's finish this clip from Mr. Charles Cook. That is his name, Charles Cook. I'm not making it up. Let's finish the rest of this video and see what he has to say.
Why did ICE and a specific part of the ICE HSI go to this plant? They were looking for 4 Latino workers.
4.
That's it. In fact, when ICE went to this plant, we have now found out they didn't understand that there were a lot of Koreans there. The Koreans were never part of the plan, which is why they didn't even bring a single Korean translator with them. It turns out that the vast majority of these Korean workers weren't pounding nails. They weren't building facilities. They were working on what's called after sales service and installation, pursuant to valid visas in the United States. Every one of these individuals had entered on a visa. They had told Customs and Border Protection why they were here. For those that actually had visas as opposed to ESTA, they had gone to the consulate and explained they were working for companies that were selling the parts of the plant that create the batteries from their foreign companies. It turns out there's only 3 companies in the entire world that actually make the equipment that allows you to make batteries. And none of those companies are in the United States. These individuals were working for those companies in installing the plant so the plant could then employ U.S. workers.
Feel like a dumbass, don't you? You should really feel like a dumbass. And even at this point, I think Trump didn't probably cuss the lady out. And she's running for an office here in that district as well, too. You're an idiot. Simple as that. And if that wasn't enough, now that South Korea has chartered their own planes, most times when you have deportations or anything, from what I heard, the U.S. is supposed to pay for all of that. Korea said, F y'all, we send the planes to get our people because we don't trust y'all to bring our people back alive or in the condition that they left. So South Korea chartered their own planes, and they are on the way back right now as we speak. Like literally, before I came on the air, they were saying they are on their way to the airport to get on their planes and fly their ass home. So now this is another big hit to Georgia, because if you haven't heard already, Marvel and a lot of movie studios are pulling their production, have pulled their productions from Georgia. Here's another video explaining what's going on with the movie industry. Georgia taking some hits, man. And let's be honest, America is taking some hits. Take a look at this video.
left Georgia, and that's hurting a lot of people. Welcome to Stage Runner, your source for Marvel has left Georgia, and that's hurting a lot of people. Welcome to Stage Runner, your source for what's shooting and where. For more than a decade, Georgia's booming production sector was the envy of Hollywood. Thanks to a generous 30% uncapped tax credit, Atlanta became a global hub for blockbusters like Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Stranger Things, and The Walking Dead. But that golden era has come to a crashing halt. Marvel Studios, long the crown jewel of Georgia's production industry, has shifted most of its upcoming slate overseas, choosing the UK as its new home base. Rising labor costs, including healthcare expenses that the studio must cover in the US, tip the scales in favor of the UK, where crews are cheaper and incentives remain competitive. And the fallout has been immediate and painful. Georgia hosted just 245 productions in the fiscal year ending June 2025, which was down from 412 in 2022. Trilith Studios, once a bustling 34-stage complex where crews scrambled to book space, is now described as largely empty. Some workers have gone months, even years without steady employment, and the shift reflects a broader industry trend. High-budget projects are chasing lower costs abroad, with the UK, Canada, and Australia seeing upticks in big-budget productions. For Georgia, the sting is particularly sharp, because Marvel wasn't just another client, it was the cornerstone that fueled nearly 20,000 local jobs, billions in spending, and an entire ecosystem of vendors, crews, and stage facilities. Workers once joked about it being the house that the Avengers built, and now they're humming a darker tune, unemployed in Georgia.
That freaking sucks. And I don't think people realize when everything was going good and like the industry was really booming, they built separate like communities around these studios and everything where people could live, work, and play all in the same area. Now, here it is. If those people weren't being used or taken overseas to film these other movies or to Canada, then they're just here. No job, no employment, because there's no work, no movies being shot, no productions, nothing going on. It really sucks. Georgia, get your shit together, man. Like, for real, for real. All right, wrap up this last thing about the ICE raids and the Marvel movies. Got one more video I'd like to show you from a content creator online, so let's take a look.
Message is for the Karen who thought reporting Hyundai subcontractors to ICE was helping. So let's unpack the damage you created. So ICE, if those don't know, raided Hyundai's $7.6 billion battery plant site in Georgia, detaining 475 subcontractors. So these were not Hyundai employees, but the very workers building and training for America's clean energy future. And so here's the fallout. South Korea issued a statement of concern and regret and announced they're sending their own planes to retrieve their citizens because they do not trust the U.S. government to do the right thing, fearing that their workers might just disappear. Another creator actually nailed it on the head. These subcontractors weren't just building, they were training Americans in specialized high-tech work. So now that pipeline of knowledge is gone, and with it, billions in potential. So let's be clear. Racism is costing the United States and especially the state of Georgia millions, if not billions. And the politicians cheering this raid on, some are even running for Senate in Georgia, including that Karen. So this isn't protecting anyone. It's self-sabotage. And while all this is happening, as a reminder, Marvel Studios is also pulling out of Atlanta. They're moving their productions to the UK with more than 20,000 jobs. Global industries are watching, and they do not want to invest in instability. Georgia is bleeding jobs, global trust, and economic stability, and so is the rest of the United States. Racism isn't just about hate, it's about the price tag that we all have to pay.
Jonathan Guerrero said it best. Racism is expensive. They ain't gonna realize it, man, until all the money gone. Not only that, there was another story that came out as well, too, that showed that the, Department of Labor or somebody, the numbers reported as far as how many jobs are created was off. Do y'all know how much it was off by? I mean, a large margin, like 919,000 margin, that y'all said that many jobs were created, and come to find out, It wasn't at all. America, get your shit together, man. That's all I got to say about that. All right, y'all. So we got 20 minutes left here, and I wanted to talk to y'all about how was your experience in college? Me, I went to an HBCU, and I'm so glad that I did. And I had the best time ever. Let me put this little slideshow that I made up. It's so cute. And me and my little stuff, and I got the music to it. But yeah, I went to Bethune-Cookman College in Daytona Beach, Florida. First time going to college. I remember going to college. I had so many opportunities to go different places, man. But the place that stuck out and actually came and offered me money was Bethune-Cookman. Offered me a full scholarship to be in the marching band, which I was like amazing. But the experiences I had in college were just the people that I met. You know, high school gives you the stepping stone to get there. But, you know, like you have your friends in high school, some that you've been knowing for 12 plus years sometimes. But the connections you make in college, and I think that's because you have like, y'all go through so much together. Like you're transitioning from being teenagers to adults to where like, yeah, I'm here. I can go have fun. I don't have my mama and my daddy and not here on my shoulders sitting there like harping on me and like, hey, you can't do this and do that. I have to make my own decisions on what I can do. And being forced to put in that position causes you to grow up. So when you are with these people every day, you grow up and it's just like, man, you grow, you create bonds and everything. Join fraternities, do a whole bunch. And when I tell you, it's something that I will never, ever forget. It was amazing. My major in school was, at first, when I was a freshman, it was, oh my God, forensic, was it forensic technology or medical technology? Because I wanted to be a forensic scientist. So I started off in the medical field. Classes were good, they were okay, but then it came to the point of microbiology and organic chemistry. I'm in the marching band, and we practiced till about 10 o'clock at night. And then having to get up for an 8 o'clock class. I didn't want to do all of that, man. So when I tell you I failed like a mother sucker. I mean, real bad. F's. To that. I forgot I put this picture in there. That was hilarious. But yes, trying to do two of the hardest classes on campus at 8 o'clock in the morning was not for me. So I ended up changing my major to hospitality management and became a chef instead. Because for one, and another reason why too, that I couldn't get no work done is because my sister, my younger sister, Kim, the one whose arm I shut in the door, her, yeah, and knocked a piece of eye out, that one, yeah. She actually came to school with me. And when I can't say we partied hard. And I'll never forget, like it would be one of the things where it'd be a gym party or whatever kind of party. My sister would come with her friends. I have my friends. And when I tell you, we would all get together and my gosh, be all over the place. Man. Right, my cousin. You saw the lab coat. I had my moments though. I had my moments when I did like become like Chef Ramsay in that kitchen. But yeah, when my sister was there, man, we ain't getting nothing done to the point to where that next semester we came back, both our ass got put on academic probation. The year after that, she left and came back home. And I'm like, that's probably for the best because me and her together, just not going to work good. But it was a great time, man. Had a great time. Again, the people that I met were like the main thing because it was a chance to meet people from all over the country, people that you wouldn't think that you would ever meet. but we had a chance to. Even with my frat man, we had a chance to go march or do a step show at Disney World for like some Disney executives, which was so fun. And then I can't forget, I leave out two of my bestest friends in the world that I had a chance to meet while I was there. Alvin Carter and Maya Rentz. My brother and my sister, Lord rest their souls. Both of them passed away years apart from each other. But our bonds that we had was just like, it was amazing. Like all of us stayed together to the points where if anybody left and went home, then my house would be the main house. So when I moved out campus, my apartment became the halfway house for Cookman students, is what I called it. So when I moved off campus, Alvin moved in with me in the projects in a 1-bedroom apartment. So it started off being me and Alvin, and then after that, it became me, Alvin, and like 2 or 3 other people sleeping on the sofas, sleeping everywhere we could. It was so much fun. And then after we left the projects, we moved into a 2-bedroom to where Alvin had his own room, I had my own room, and either way, I don't know how it happened again. We had more people that came in and stayed with us. When I tell you, it used to be like, it was a party. It really was. Thank you, Bougie Libra. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. It was a party. We even had this alcohol group called ABC, what we call Alpha Beta Chi, because the liquor store in Florida's are ABCs. And one thing for certain, 2 things for sure. If Mama sent me money for college, because Mama was sending me money, that's a drunk night right there. Jesus, that was a drunk night. But if Mama sent money, if she sent me $20, ooh, going to get money, had to walk to the Western Union, which is about a mile away from the school, to go to the Western Union to get money, get that $20. At least 10 of them $20 is going to a bottle of liquor. It was to the point to where everybody knew, probably on that bus trip right there, probably drunk as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not. It was to the point everybody knew that I had something to drink. If I got on the bus, hey, see what Bubba got to drink. Bubba, I know you got something to drink. What you got to drink? It was to the point that my band director knew that Bubba going to have alcohol and Bubba going to have liquor. And I did. God dang it. We had bus trips. What else was going to do? Just sit on the bus looking stupid? No, we going to drink and drink bad. I mean, not bad, but drink a lot. Tyler, yes, it was so much fun. It was just an experience that I'll never forget. Going to an HBCU and meeting all those people, being in the band. It was very, I ain't gonna say ghetto, but it was black as fuck. Excuse my language. And I loved every minute of it. I had the opportunity as well, too, to experience what I call, good question. Thank you, Laura. Beehive Baby said, when did I meet Ben? So Ben and I met my freshman year in college. So let me tell you that story. I forgot. So the year I was supposed to go to school, which was supposed to be fall 97, I went down there, and it was two of my friends, one of my bestest friends from high school, 2 of them actually, we were going down to school together. So we get down there. I'm talking about we checked into the room. Mom and Daddy was there with us and everything. We went to the beach. It was so much fun. And then it's like the next day we started band camp. And it was very intense. Very intense. So down there the whole week. I'm in band camp. I done lost so much weight from that on that first week because the Florida sun ain't no hope, first of all. And as much stuff as we did, the weight came off. But my dumb ass decided that I missed home. So there was like a freshman orientation or something, and they were like, yeah, we invite your parents to come. And I was like, okay, Mom and Daddy can come back with me. Why the hell they came down there? Why my ass went back home? Because I was homesick. I really loaded up that car, with Mom and them, and took my ass back to Atlanta. After about 2-3 days to a week of being home, I was ready to come back. When I say I was ready to come back, I was ready to go back. So, called Mr. Wells, the band director. Hey, Mr. Wells, is my scholarship still there? I kind of want to come back. He's like, well, champ, I had to give it away to another student, so you'll have to wait. I was like, damn. So I tried to go everywhere else. I called Alabama State to see if I can get in. Excuse me. They were like, no, well, like, yeah, we can get you in, but we only got a $500 book scholarship. Shit. I mean, you don't have to pay for school. So I set out that fall semester of school because I got homesick and decided that I wanted to go back home, and regretted it that I did. I should have stayed where I was at. But I went back in the spring, and in the spring, that's when I met, I met everybody. That was before Ben had got there. So then the following fall, I finally started back in the band. Everybody remembered me like, oh yeah, I remember you. You was here for a week, and then your ass left because you was homesick. And then not to mention that Mr. Wells got on there and was like, yeah, this young man, he said that he was gonna come back, and this is how Mr. Wells used to talk. He came back and Bubba, stand up, Bubba. I'm like, damn. Not this man that called me out. Now I'm a 2-time crab, and they gonna remember that. And they did. Jesus Christ, they did. But yeah, he said he's like, most people don't keep their word. They'll say they're gonna do something, don't do it. But this young man did. And Mr. Wells always remember me. Every time he said to me, Bubba, what's going on, man? Every time. So I would love going back there. But Ben and I met because Ben played trumpet, I played baritone. And of course, we're freshman brothers, is what we call it. So we would be marching to the calf together. We would all sit together sometimes in the calf if we wouldn't sit with our section. But we would always see each other and then be partying again and everything else. So fast forward to maybe a year or two later, we got closer because we were actually in summer school together. Me, Ben, and my other homegirl, Maya. That's one of my other homegirls, rest her soul as well, too. We would be hanging together over the summer where we would walk to the beach every day, just about, be drinking and everything. And when I tell you that Ben was my dog, we are always being some shit. Love Ben to death. That's my day one forever, man. But yeah, that's how Ben and I met. We got closer during that summer, and then Ben has decided to leave and go off back home and do everything else. But we got reconnected. And I mean, we never really lost touch, but we got more reconnected after through the pandemic, should I say. But yeah, that's the story of how Ben and I met, man. Oh, and what I was going to say as well, too. I wanted to experience how it was going to a PWI. A PWI is a predominantly white institution. That's what we call it, right? So I never did go. I was thinking about it. I was actually talking to my homeboy Rico about this today. I wanted to go to Ohio State because one of our department chairs was the head at Ohio State. And before I tell that story, as a chef at Cookman, I was the one that was like doing all the food ordering. Like I was heavy into the chefing thing, y'all. Like I was the one that was doing all of the culinary stuff for any events for the school, for classes. I was that guy when it came to chefing. But anyway, wanted to do the PWI thing, didn't ever go, and wanted to go to Ohio State. That shit was expensive. So I was just like, okay. But there was an opportunity to do the Walt Disney World program. And this is probably why I love Disney so much. While I was in college, they selected me to do the Disney program, which is where you come there, you do an internship, and once you're there, then you stay on and you stay at the property and everything. So it was fun, man, but it was just like being at a white school because the ratio between white and black was minimal. So whenever you saw any black people, you made friends with them. So that's how it was. But then we stayed in a room. It was 6 of us in an apartment together, in a 3-bedroom apartment. And all of my roommates were white. So I figured that this how I would be going to a white school, because all they wanted to do was party, 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 and get wasted. That was it. And we threw so many parties that security would come to our apartment every night. They knew who we were. And one night we had a heaven and hell party, which is one apartment on one floor has a party and the apartment on the 3rd floor has a party. So there's a party going on every floor, and there were 3 floors. Amazing. So I'm going to say that I was like, okay, this is what it feels like to go to a white school, because y'all white people is crazy, man. But working at Disney was fun. I was one of the skippers on the world famous Jungle Cruise. So I would get on the boat and give the tour to the people on the boat and tell those corny ass jokes that you used to see on the Jungle Cruise, man. It was so much fun. It was. And then the second time I went, because I went twice, I operated Aladdin's Magic Carpet Ride, which is like the Dumbo ride, but it's like the magic carpets. So I would do that, and then the Tiki Room, which is like a little room where the birds do all their stuff and everything. So working at Disney World was fun, and that's probably why I love it so much now, because you get to see everything that was going on. And not only that, you can like go underground and see all the tunnels and everything else. My God, it was so much fun. That's why I'm a Disney nerd now, and that's why I'm proactively planning my next trip to Disney. Because at this point, I either might as well go back down there and work or move to Florida and just be a Disney head. I should probably go work there, but they don't pay enough money for me, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, man, I could talk about college all day long, but I'm going to hold it right here because that's damn time ran by fast today. But yes, I'll probably come back and talk about college another time and show you some of our band videos, because being in the band was fun. And then having the best band in the country. Rebecca's going to say that it's FAMU. It's not. It is on certain days, but it's not. It's not at all. All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Beer Up on the Chronicles today. I had a great time. And I feel like I rambled and talked for a long time today. And I like that for me. I like that. But before I go, of course, I have to give y'all story time. Story time is always funny. So what better way to close out the show than with a story by my homegirl Carla, who I actually met in college as well too. Because she was the assistant band director's daughter. So we would see her all the time. But this is Carla P. with a story. Parental advisory for adults only. Okay? Here we go.
Bush by Bry Guy for mature audiences only. Granny has a big old bush and the neighbors love to stare. She shows off to everyone, even showing her granny underwear. It's big and plump and draws a crowd, but don't you touch it, you're not allowed. You'll need a map or even a guide. Can't help but wonder what's lost inside. Her big old bush got people thinking. It kind of smells. That bush be stinking. Granny's bush got those nasty webs. Gotta keep it clean or critters spread. Ooh, Granny. Granny's bush is from the past. 'Cause trimming her bush never seems to last. Boy, this bush sure does need trimming. Everyone says it's rather slimming. What does that mean? Granny's bush sure is a sight. Even her kitty thinks it's a... Oh! Even her kitty thinks it's a cozy delight. Along came the wind and Granny went whoosh. Her poor kitty got swallowed by her big old bush. Grandpa gave her a playful push, but Grandpa got lost in that monster bush. Granny's bush can get real crusty. Crusty though? Smells like mothballs and kind of musty. It drips. It drips with dew in the morning light. Your hands will get wet if you rub it right. Wash your tools when you're done in the garden. You don't want that crusty dirt to harden. These two lovebirds sure have it all. They trim each other's bush with a big hacksaw. When the mood is right with beautiful weather, they like to rub their bushes together. That's right. The end.
I love y'all meeting, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We got some more great content coming up here on this space. Share, like, follow, man. And replay. Share with a friend. It was a good one today. I'll see y'all next week if I don't see y'all Saturday.
Audio Jungle.
Everyone, welcome to the show.